Chapter 6, Mishnah 3. This Mishnah explains what types of admissions are considered admitting part of a claim. Often this depends on how the claim is worded. If someone says to a person, I have a liter of gold by you, and the person responds, you have only a liter of silver by me, he is not obligated to swear an oath that he does not have the gold because silver is not gold, and admitting that he owes silver is not considered admitting part of a claim for gold. However, if he says to him, I have a gold dinar by you, and the person responds, you have only a silver dinar, or a tresis, or a punjan, or a peruta by me, he is obligated to swear that he does not have the full amount being claimed. This is because all coins, regardless of the metal they are made of, are considered one type of item, money, and his admission that he has a smaller coin in his possession is thus considered admitting part of the claim. The Mishnah makes a similar point in regard to a claim about produce. If someone says to a person, a core of grain of mine is by you, and the person responds, you have only a lesech, half a core of beans by me, he is not obligated to swear that he has no grain, because beans are not grain, and admitting that he owes beans is not considered admitting part of a claim for grain. However, if he says, a core of produce of mine is by you, and the person responds, you have only a lesach, half a core of beans by me, he is obligated to swear that he does not have more, because beans are included in the category of produce, and admitting that he owes beans is considered admitting part of a claim for produce. The Mishnah now cites a dispute whether it is indeed true that one must admit to owing some of the same kind of item being claimed in order to be obligated to swear the oath for partial admission. If he claimed that the person owed him a certain amount of wheat, and the person admitted to him that he owed part of that amount of barley, he is not obligated to swear that he does not owe any wheat, because wheat and barley are different kinds of grain, and admitting that he owes barley is not considered admitting part of a claim for wheat. But Rabban Gamliel obligates him to swear that he does not owe the wheat being claimed. In Rabban Gamliel's view, one does not have to admit owing the same kind of item being claimed in order to become subject to the oath. As long as he admits to owing something, he is obligated to make the oath for admitting part of a claim. The Mishnah cites another dispute regarding the oath for admitting part of a claim. If someone claims to another person that he owes him jugs of oil, for example, he says to him, you owe me 10 jugs of oil, and the other person denies that he owes any oil, but admits that he owes 10 empty jugs. Admon says, since he admitted to part of the claim, namely the jugs, he must swear that he does not owe the oil. According to Admon, when someone claims that he is owed two things, and the other person admits owing one of them, he is considered to have admitted to part of a claim, and he is therefore subject to the oath. But the sages say the admission is not for the same kind of item as the claim. Therefore, he is therefore free from the oath. According to the sages, when someone claims he is owed two things, he is actually making two separate claims. Thus, when the other person admits owing one of them, he is not admitting to part of a claim, he is admitting to one claim and denying another. Atana agrees with Admon. Rabban Gamliel said, I see the words of Admon as being correct. Whenever someone denies a claim for land, even only partially, he does not swear an oath because the Torah exempts people from swearing oaths about land. The Mishnah discusses a series of cases in which someone claimed both movable property and land. The first case. If he claimed from him both utensils and land, and the other person admitted that he owed the utensils but denied owing the land, or he admitted that he owed the land but denied owing the utensils, he is not obligated to swear about the property he denies, because whenever an admission or denial concerns lands, there is no oath. The second case. Likewise, if he claimed utensils and land, and the other person admitted that he owed part of the land and denied owing the rest of it, as well as the utensils, he is not obligated to swear, because the claim and admission are both about land. The third case. However, if he claimed utensils and land, and the other person admitted that he owed part of the utensils and denied owing the rest of the utensils or any of the land, he is obligated to swear, both about the utensils and the land. He swears about the utensils because he admits owing some of them. And he swears about the land because when it comes to oaths, movable properties, in this case the utensils, subject to real properties, the land, let's start there. Because when it comes to oaths, movable properties, in this case utensils, Because when it comes to oaths, Movable properties, in this case utensils, subject real properties, the land, to the requirement that a person swear about them. Although there is no oath about the land by itself, once a person is required to swear an oath about the utensils, he can be required to swear an oath about the land, even though it is not ordinarily subject to an oath.